Hey guys, welcome to today's FindTheBestCarPrice.com video. Today we're going to take a look at the 2021 Chevrolet Silverado Trail Boss. The model featured in today's video has a sticker price of $55,900. Let's get started. Okay, let's take a quick look, a closer look, we'll say, at this Oxford brown metallic exterior color. It's actually a very nice color, and just to go ahead and cover it before anyone asks in the comments, because I didn't say it, now, there are not turn signal indicators built into these power side view mirrors. You do have optional 20-inch wheels, so before anybody says anything down in the comments, those are not the factory wheels. And LED lights all the way around, probably a little bit hard to see out in this gorgeous sunlight today. LED headlights, LED reflective daytime running lights, and of course, as you can see down there right next to those unmistakable red towing hooks. And before the Ford folks spout off in the comments, you never know, you might have your truck hooked up to those red tow hooks and this truck might be pulling you out. All kidding aside, it's all in good humor. Of course, you've got the LED fog lights. And just a quick look all the way around the truck, and you will find LED lighting at all four corners. Trail Boss logo here on the bedside, and of course, hard to see, I would imagine. We're trying to keep the angle from having too much light in it. I don't want to blind anybody with the sun out here today. There's a little bit better look at the taillights, the LED taillights. Now, one of my favorite features on these trucks, something that when the truck was redesigned for the 2019 model year was changed, it's the bed step right here, or the bumper step, I should say. Boy, I could get hit in the comments on that one, but if you want to correct me, that's okay, but I corrected myself. The bumper step, and I like the fact that it's deeper than it used to be. It used to be probably about to right here maybe, and so if you had bigger feet, well, you didn't get as good of a sturdy stance or place to plant your foot. I can easily put my whole foot in there. Unfortunately, with the camera in my hand on the gimbal, it's a little bit hard to show that. Now, what was that Easter egg that I was referring to earlier? Well, I'll just kind of give it away by simply coming up here on the hood. You can see it right there. Right off the bat, one of my favorite features just because of the ease and convenience, and with a hood that's this tall, this high up, when you open it, you really don't need to be looking for the manual strut to hold the hood up. You've got the struts right here that automatically raise the hood. Just makes life so much easier for us gearheads. Of course, everybody probably has their varying opinions on that, but here is the most popularly requested motor in these trucks. The 6.2 liter V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. In the case of this truck, it is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, what about gas mileage? So let's take a look. I will show you so you can see it for yourself. 16 miles per gallon, combined 14 city, 19 highway. And right here, 6.2 gallons per every 100 miles driven. And unfortunately, even though a lot of you ask me to see the window sticker, I can't say that I can give you the best view here of it, but I think I can get a shot from the website, from the Red River Chevrolet website, maybe give you a better look at that. But that is, from what I understand, the most common motor that is requested in these trucks is 6.2 liter as opposed to that 5.3. And I tell you what, when you drive down the road in this truck, you can really tell the difference in the level of horsepower. And on a side note, if you plan to have the 6.2 liter V8 as opposed to other available engine options for the Silverado, remember, this engine is not supposed to run on regular 87 octane. It is supposed to run on premium 93 octane. And because I'm a person of curiosity, tell me down in the comments, where are you watching from and what is your current daily driver? One of the things that I do talk about regularly here is the fact that there are still a lot of people out there who have never owned a vehicle that have the technology that, say, this Silverado has. A friend of mine just stepped out of a 2001 model vehicle into a 2018, and it's all new to him because obviously that technology that 2018 model has wasn't around in 2001. And with this truck, that might be the same. So let's talk a little bit about what some of you newbies might find out if you're gonna step up into something like this for the first time. You don't have a key to start the truck, obviously. You've got push button ignition and just the remote. That's all you need. So let's talk a little bit about the features and functionality of the remote. Obviously, it's pretty simple. Nothing really new here. It was around back in 2001, lock, unlock. But in this particular truck, you do have remote start. So let's do that. We're gonna lock the interior and just hold down the button. That's it on the bottom left-hand corner of the remote. And the truck starts right up. And by the way, if you were looking for an exhaust clip from that 6.2 liter V8, here you go. And I'll shut the truck back down, and of course, there's one more little goodie found here on the remote for those of you who may have never had something like this before. While you can walk up and push this button right here on the tailgate to lower it, you can also push that button on the bottom right-hand corner 2 times, and down comes the dampened tailgate. And as far as features and functionality, you've got multiple tie-down points, actually 6 on each side, 3 in the front, 3 in the rear, on both sides. Cargo lighting, no problem. I love the fact that that's here as it is. You've got the light on the cab itself, and you've got the 2 lights here in the rear, as you can see on the screen right now. I'm showing you that shine inward. Is kind of the perfect thing right there. What about towing and payload? Here are the numbers for this exact truck. Now keep in mind, if you had the 5.3 liter or other options available, there are going to be some variations to that, but I just want to give the numbers for this exact truck. Earlier, I touched on the fact that these side view mirrors do not have turn signal indicators built in, but they are heated power side view mirrors. Now, they're not heated power folding side view mirrors, so that means you can adjust the angle of the mirror itself via the interior. That's power, but you can't fold them with a button, but you can do it manually, as you can see right there. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. And passive entry right here, that's what this button is for. So you push that button to lock and or unlock the interior if you have the key on your person, or I should say the remote, which is right here. But by the way, there is a key inside of here. I don't think I can get that out one-handed, but there is a key inside there. And that's if the battery dies. You can unlock the interior that way, or lock it if you need to. Now, this is the Gideon and Very Dark Atmosphere is what it's called, believe it or not. I'm gonna give you a quick look at that. There are your large door bins, quite a bit of space there. Nice materials throughout. Kind of just give you a quick look here, mat pockets on the back of the seats, and of course you do have your air conditioning vents here on the rear of the console, and your connectivity. Let's take a look here at exactly what you have. The 12-volt power outlet right there, and of course the USB ports. And I think Chevrolet believes you're going to be really thirsty. You've got 3 seats back here, but actually 4 total cup holders, kind of just more for convenience purposes than anything else. But there's 2 right there, and we'll fold down the center armrest, revealing 2 more. And I like to ask, if you already own one of these trucks and you use the storage here in the seat backs, what do you put in there? I'm always curious to know. Let's move that up and take a look at more space that you can use back here. If you need to increase your space back here or get to the tools for changing a tire, if you have a flat tire, well, now you know how to do that. And all you do is lift and then push back down. All right, let's take a look in through the passenger side door here. We'll just give you a quick look at the door panel. You got your nice deep door bin right there, and quite a bit of storage here in the front. Upper and lower glove boxes. So there's your upper glove box and the lower. And just a quick look around from this point of view on this particular truck. And giving fair time to the driver's side, of course, you're going to have a lot more features and functionality here, as you would expect. Here's your power parking brake, and you'll know if it's engaged or not by the dashboard. Again, for those who are newbies to this kind of technology, just so you know, nothing to be afraid of, but it is here. And this is a tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. The release for that is right under here, so that's kind of easy to get to. See if I can get that back in place if you want to do that. And right there, the most underused but standard feature on any vehicle, it's the blinker option. You know, if you want to let people around you know what you're doing, if you're turning to the left or changing lanes to the left, you push it down. And if you're turning lanes to the right or changing lanes to the, or turning to the right, well, you push it up into the up position right there. In case you didn't know, that's what that is. Okay, and all kidding aside, like I said, hey, if you made it to this point in the video, you should laugh a little bit. Thank you for making it this far. Push button ignition. You know, fire this truck up, fire up that 6.2 liter V8. I'm gonna turn the air down just a little bit so we don't have any audio issues. There is what your instrument cluster looks like, and just a better look at that so rarely used here in Northwest Louisiana blinker option, or blinker stalk, the turn signal stalk. And in this particular case, you got kind of an old school shifter of sorts. Tell me down in the comments, do you like these shifter column shifters, or not shifter column, let's get that correct, the steering column, or would you rather see it here in the center on the console? Everybody has their opinions on that. Tell me what you like and why. And of course, your steering wheel mounted controls here. Got on the right side here, you've got quite a few features you can go through. Let's just go through a little bit here just to show you what's there as far as different features and different information that you can get. Quite a bit here. We're not going to go through every single little thing, but I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of what's there. I do like that digital speedometer, of course, and all of your traditional gauges up there as well. Everything for your cruise control right here on the left-hand side, and you do have a heated steering wheel. In fact, I find myself wanting to say we're not going to need that for a while here in Northwest Louisiana, but you know what? It is late September, so it's not going to be long. So let's look through here at what you have as far as your center screen goes. Turn that air down just a little bit more. Hope I'm not bothering anybody with that noise. Of course, you're going to have all the typical features and functionality here. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can pair your smartphone. That's if you already have one. In fact, tell me in the comments, do you still have a flip phone? If the first person that tells me that you really do, I'll give you a Vehicle Visionary t-shirt just for fun. And settings right here. Of course, you're going to have different variations of what you have here, whether it's under System or under Apps, when you can turn different apps on and off, and Vehicle right here. And here's the thing, you've got your rear seat reminder, and I know a lot of people are going to say, why would you ever need that? Well, it's not just so you can not forget that maybe one of your kids is back there, although it has happened, but there could be other items. Your cell phone, your briefcase, you ladies, your purses, whatever, I don't know. It could be a whole lot of different things. But you also have teen driver mode right there that's going to limit what the vehicle can do. Let's get back there. And valet mode that will also limit, if you valet your Chevrolet 1500, what the valet can do. Dual zone climate control. And of course, here are the controls for your radio, all that kind of stuff. And these things can also be controlled within the infotainment screen. And one more thing I want to touch on here. Let me put the truck into reverse again. For you newbies out there, there is your rear view camera. Now, you don't have to be in reverse to use the camera. We'll get that to go off the screen here. You can push the camera button right there if you need to just look at your surroundings. And more connectivity, all the stuff you would expect to see here. And one thing I like here, very large center console, doubles as an armrest. And again, more space in there quite a bit. You've got the light so you can see what's going on at night there. You could fit a whole lot, probably a good 10 to 12, maybe even more, Vehicle Visionary t-shirts down in there. I can't really keep my foot in it for too long because the speed limit's not real high in this area. And Bossier City's just a little bit different than Shreveport, so you don't want to really get caught speeding around here because they'll nail you pretty quick. But no offense towards my buddy who's a Bossier City police officer, by the way. But that's one thing about driving these trucks with the 6.2 liter V8 is that it will get up and go. I mean, it is kind of deceptive in a way because you're so high up off the ground. And if you don't know much about this kind of stuff, the lower you are to the ground, the faster it seems you're going. Well, the higher you are off the ground, not so much. And so you can be going a lot faster than you mean to in something like this. I really like the way this truck drives overall, even with the larger tire. One advantage you have here is that it has a good tall sidewall. And if you drive a vehicle and think, man, this thing rides really rough, well, one of the things you can do to fix that problem is to not have a low profile tire, because you have something that absorbs bumps and things like that a little bit better than does the lower profile. So that's one reason why this truck rides well. And that's one good thing about these Chevrolets. Over the years, GM has definitely done a great job of engineering much better quality than the trucks once had as far as ride quality and just everything overall. A very enjoyable truck to drive, easy to see out of. Of course, you've got so many different safety features that I haven't really talked about, but I'll give you a list or a partial list on the screen. If you want to see the complete list, remember that link is down in the description of the website, or the description of the video, I should say, to the Red River Chevrolet website. So just cruising down the road here, what can you expect? Well, you've got the leather wrapped heated steering wheel, very comfortable. The truck is easy to get around. It's just a great truck. Trucks have changed so much over the years. I mean, they're still good trucks as a pickup, but you also have the functionality of what people want in this day and age. In fact, some of the trucks that I've reviewed in the past, I would refer to as a luxury truck, and maybe not necessarily here, but still a very solid truck with very great features. Is it worth the price in this day and age? I think it is, but tell me down in the comments what you think.
To learn more about the model in today's video, visit the link in the description for a detailed comparison between trims and pricing for the vehicle we featured or any other vehicle you are interested in. These pages feature information such as our recommended trim level based on price, value, and features. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. We look forward to seeing you next time.